Hello. I know it's been a while. If I remember right, the last time I talked was right before I got my job, which is last year, around August. Well, I got the job. Hate the job. Doing something about it. But also, I'm not really a huge fan of my body at the moment. Yes, when people look at me, they go, "Oh, you're so skinny. Oh, you look so great." But guess what? There is such a thing as skinny fat. And that is where your body is still skinny, but there's not much in the way of muscle. And there's more in the way of fat. So I'm going to do something about it because, quite honestly, I don't like being a weakling. I also don't like being... To me, it feels fat. It looks fat. And after years of being underweight, physically fit, and all that stuff, though technically I wasn't the most fit as I could be, even a little bit out of shape feels huge. And personally, I would rather have the nice shape than have everybody's, "Oh, you look great." It's not about how you look. It's not. It's also not about how other people see you, though that does help. It's about how you feel and how you want to feel. See, I want to feel healthy and strong. I want to be able to show that I'm strong. Be able to lift more than 50 pounds is around my max. I want to exceed that. And I know that what I'm saying is more like ideas, not really goals. But even with goals, you have to be precise. And I honestly have not been. See, me saying I want to get these a little bit more shapely or this looking a little bit better, that's not goals. Saying I want to lose some belly fat, that's not a goal. Saying I want to be in shape for 2022, that's not a goal, that's a desire. Come here. I still gotta keep an eye on the puppy. Tyson, come here. He wants to be Nakai. He's not supposed to go into the forest. Oh well. So, I am going to do the smart thing. And I am going to make goals. And I'm going to make plans around the goals. Because a goal is just a desire if there is no plan to go with it. And in order to accomplish it in a timely manner, you have to be able to act on those plans. And me personally, I need to physically write things down. My mom goes, Hey, you can just do it on your phone. And there's plenty of apps for that. I'm like, yeah, there are. But for me, that doesn't work. I need to actually write things down. I need to be able to feel them. They have to be tangible, in addition to being realistic. And I've got a notebook that I'm going to have set aside just for fitness and wellness. And one of the first things that I'm going to do in it is first determine what I want. Because, yes, losing weight is great if it's the right kind of weight. I know, I got a lot of phlegm. That's another thing I need to work on. I need to work on my diet so that I don't have so much phlegm. I know, my hair is getting nice and long. See, it's nice and long, nice and long. But it's also getting kind of straggly looking. I need to... And having better diet and exercise will actually help with how healthy that looks. Come here. Yeah, sometimes I have to threaten the puppy. Don't worry, it's nothing bad. It's just I threaten to pick him up and bring him back into the yard. So, I am going to write things down. And since I am a certified personal trainer, I can create goals realistically, factoring in not just exercises, but also calories and macronutrients. Micronutrients, those come with your macros. Oh, and by the way, anybody who says that, oh, you just cut carbs, don't know what carbs are. Carbs are found in things like apples, oranges, spinach, broccoli, beans, raspberries. I haven't even said a single grain yet. And people want to cut these beautiful, beautiful plants. Here, I want to show you something that has carbs. Give me a second. See that? That has carbohydrates in it, which is a type of sugar that gives you energy and helps you be able to have your body work in a balanced manner. That has carbohydrates in it. It has my sister. It doesn't have my sister in it. Though my sister does enjoy carbs just like I do. I mean, just the other day, we both had some Granny Smith apples. It was delish. Loved it. Especially since I had mine with cream cheese fruit dip. She wanted to have hers with peanut butter, but decided to opt out. Peanut butter has carbs, fat, and protein. 3 major macronutrients. There are 4. There are 4 macronutrients. Carbs, fats, proteins, water. Well, technically there is a 5th, but I do not partake of that 5th one for a number of reasons. The main one being religious. However, in addition to religious, and with all the things that I've learned, alcohol, which is that mysterious fifth, that is a macronutrient we can do without. And it actually slows the process of being able to process the other four. Well, 3 of the 4, because water processes pretty dang quickly on its own. However, when it comes to water, that's a whole nother ballgame. Because in order to be able to be hydrated, it's not the water by itself that hydrates. It's the water with the minerals, which is why you can't have distilled water without it dehydrating you. There are none of those minerals that keep it in the body. But yeah, I'm going to set my goals for my macros. So, water, fat, carbs, protein, and alcohol, 0. Because it really does mess with the internal processes of your body. It also can hamper the function of your liver, which is to help not just to clean the blood, but it also helps with digesting certain fats and proteins. Mostly, I can't remember if it's mostly the fats or if it's mostly the proteins. But there are certain enzymes that can only be extracted in the liver and directly deposited into your blood. So, if you are one of those people who say, I'm going to cut carbs, what are you cutting? Tomatoes? Cherries? If you're going to say that you're cutting grains, that's another ballgame altogether. Because, yes, grains have carbohydrates in them. They are a large portion of grains, but they're also a large portion of other plant-based foods that we eat. So, anybody who says cutting carbs doesn't know what they're eating. Well, on a macro level. On a general level, yeah. They know exactly what they're eating. They're eating pizza, they're eating sausage, they're eating spinach, they're eating tomatoes, they're eating spaghetti. And there's nothing wrong with eating those, any of those, including the pizza and the spaghetti, as long as it's done wisely. And to be honest, I haven't been that wise about my food. So that's one of the things that I need to set as part of my goals, is to be wiser about my food. I need to be wiser about my exercise. For the most part, with my job being the way it is, I don't like things behind me. But with it, the way it is, I'm sitting on my butt for close to 8 hours a day. That is not good. Not good at all for my spine or my hips. Definitely not good for my fat composition. And yeah, I know. You'll notice that my face kind of pulls to the right. That's because the muscles in the right side of my face are stronger than the muscles in my left. Yes, I actually do want to work on the muscles in my face. Because those muscles help control how things look around here. They work on these wrinkles here, these wrinkles over here, this one right here, and some have more than one right here. I just have one. Sort of. Mine's actually pretty light. So, sitting for 8 hours a day is not healthy. It's not good, and it can actually cause overuse issues in certain joints. Not good. So I have to include in with my goals exercises and movements to do periodically throughout my shifts so that I don't get that overuse. Sitting is actually one of the worst things on your back, which is kind of ironic because you'd think it would be senang, which is Malay for great, good. It's one word to mean about 100 different things. And yeah, there is a time and place for it, but not in excess. See, standing, you think that would be the worst thing for your back. No. Laying down is the most gentle thing on your back. Hanging upside down helps things to stretch and elongate. Because, come on, we actually do feel the effects of gravity taking a toll on our body. However, our bodies are designed to take that toll. We have the most amazing machines on the planet. And it's us, if we take care of it. We have some of the greatest supercomputers on the planet. And they're right with us all the time. We have yet to have a computer that can hold as much as our noggin. Yes, we've got terabytes of data that we can store on supercomputers. But this computer right here, no, I'm not talking about the input device. I'm talking about the actual processor and all that. The storage device, the processor, all contained in one thing with 0 moving parts. It still runs off of electricity, but no, exercise, it strengthens us so that we can deal with the effects of gravity even better than if we neglected it. Which is why you got those people who can lift, and why there's also those people who can run. Because gravity is something they can work with. And then there's those people who have found how to make their own anti-gravity. You know, those people who can jump really high, or people who can throw really far. That is them going against gravity. Yes, I was a physics major in college for part of the time. That's not what I graduated in. But I was there long enough to know how it works. So, exercise, part of my goals. Including these exercises. And these, because, come on. Beautiful Meg. There's some really important muscles in there. And not just for your head. Also for your shoulders, for your back, for your arms. So, yeah, definitely important to work on face, mostly for beautiful looks, neck, beautiful looks and strength, the rest of the body, beautiful looks, strength, AG, better brain. Yes, exercise does help your brain. And I've discovered, for me personally, this is not something that's for everybody, but if I exercise late at night, I sleep better. And that's definitely something I would like to enjoy more. Yeah, I'm a bit of an insomniac. Sometimes it's because I can't get my brain to shut off, but that's where exercising comes in. It gives my brain a chance to unload and just focus on something basic. And then I'm not having to dig it up and all that. So yeah. I'm getting goals set for all of that. And not just how much I eat, not just my macros, but I want to be sure to include foods that are nutrient dense. And that's so that I get my micros, little things like calcium, potassium, iron, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin B6. I forget. Vitamin A, all of that. Your vitamins and minerals, those are your micros. And there's plenty of foods on the planet that are loaded with them. True, we don't get all of our micros from the foods we eat simply because the way that they are raised doesn't allow them to have all of that. So we supplement. So I will be taking a multivitamin, some omega-3, some D3, since I don't really see the sun all that much. That's another bad thing about my job. We're not even touching on the main thing that we're not going to touch on the main problem with my job. But just the basic health stance. I'm not moving. I'm not seeing the sun. Not eating right because I don't have time to cook anything for my lunch break. I've got 30 minutes. I know everybody's got 30 minutes on average for their lunch. But I've got 30 minutes to cram food in my gullet so that I can finish out another 4 hours. Or in some cases, another 5 hours. So overall, I need to set goals so that I can fix all of that is being distorted and broken. And that's what I plan on doing. Matter of fact, I intend on showing you that goal process next week. And there are some things that I'm going to be doing beforehand because I don't want to measure myself in front of you. It's a very private thing. But when it comes to weight, that's not the main thing to consider when setting your goals. You also want to consider factors like size. Like the size around your waist, the size around your butt. And yes, for a girl, smaller waist, bigger butt. good. Very good. Because it means we got better and stronger gluteus maximus. That's the name of the butt muscles. But we'll talk about figuring out what would be better for my goals next week. There, I got this one going stronger now. It depends on which muscles I'm using. So, I'll catch you next week. Bye. Oh, before I go, I wanted to let you know, I do have a gaming channel now. It's called Murphy's Alchemy. I have fun. And I've been told that it's a fun channel to watch. I certainly hope so. And I do plan on starting a Twitch stream where I'll be playing games. And if until I get the setup, I'll just be playing games. But once I have the setup done, whenever I die, I'll be doing exercises. I have a few stack 52s that I can pull on exercises, and also some dice so that I can pull on those exercises. And I'll be using those cards and those dice to not only pick the exercises that I'll do when I die, but also to pick the reps or how long, because it could be something that's like a minute. Oh, I hope I don't have like a minute for plank. 30 seconds is like my limit, but I'm trying to get that better. So there's another goal. All right, but you can catch me on one of those other avenues. The Twitch stream will also be under Murphy's Alchemy, since the focus will be gaming with exercise mixed in. But yeah, you can catch me there. And of course, next week here. Bye.